Next option we've got is to embed the document as an object in the web page. Well, we've got two ways of doing this, I suppose. One is that now if we go to a web page, let's see, I've got a page waiting here called Doc Sharing, and I'm in edit mode on my page. This is a page which is going to be visible to the public when we're done with it. I'm just going to change the layout by putting some margins either side here. It's just a personal preference of mine. Come back to the main section of this web page and go to Insert and Document. And now it'll show me my list of text documents or presentations or spreadsheets or whatever it is I want to share. The one I want is how to share Google Docs, and select. Get a few formatting options here which I tend to turn off by default. That will now, I'll just send to justify this, that will now embed the document in my web page with scroll bars. Now, I'm not a huge fan of scroll bars within pages. I mean, I think multiple navigation like that is sometimes a bit confusing. In order to get away from the scroll bars, what you have to do is make the page kind of big enough to display without needing the scroll bars. So just click onto this and change the height to say 1200 pixels, and we may find that we no longer need the scroll bars and they won't show up. So if we save this, now we've got the entire page showing up in the web page without any need for scroll bars at all. Now that's a live link, so if we go and edit the original page after a little sort of spin cycle of I think about 15 minutes, that change will update. Sometimes it happens faster than that, but if I change this now to dark blue and we refresh the page, we may get lucky and see that it updates. There we go. So that's a completely live link, and it means that if, for instance, that is your latest newsletter or so on, it will continue to update. Now, one thing we've got to make sure, of course, is that the page is shared with the right audience. So I've gone into the sharing now, and I'm just going to change it from Ed in the Clouds people to public on the web, which means now that if people know that, if they know about that web address, they'll be able to see that document, because both the document and the web page have got the sharing set in the way that we want.